Thank God. And this place is so nice. I'm so glad. This place is definitely getting top 10 Kyoto temples on my list. Hell yeah. Thank God that I didn't just give up and say, okay, enough freaking temples. Because believe me, when you get to Kyoto, folks, you've never been here before, 1,600 temples here supposedly and 400 shrines, right? 1,600 temples and 400 shrines. How many are you going to visit when you're in Kyoto? That's why I wanted to put together this video, because man, it is not easy to figure out which ones you want to go to. So how are you going to budget your time while you're here? There's 17 UNESCO World Heritage Sites. Are those the 17 you should visit? You're probably not going to visit 17, but are you going to pick from that list? You could do that. I'm giving you my list of places that I went to. I went to a lot of temples in Kyoto. I'm sort of a temple addict. So this is going to be my 10 personal favorites. Take it for what you will. Everybody's got their own taste. Do you like them crowded? I mean, nobody likes them crowded, right? But do you want to see the very most famous ones? That's not kind of how I am. I like a mixture. I don't want to miss ones that are spectacular just because there's too many people there. But I also want to have a balance. I want to see off the beaten track ones too. So here's my list. Thought I was done with the temples, but I'm riding my bike around. I ride past these amazing structures, and I'm like, wait a second, what is this one? This one, Seiroji Temple. I'm probably pronouncing that very poorly, but wow, I mean, look how impressive this one is. I had to stop and check this out. There's absolutely no one at this temple either. Where's that coming from? Konnichiwa. Arigato. More stairs to climb, all right. Very tranquil in here though, really nice. Not as many tourists. This temple is stunning. Gardens are just beautiful. Dang, it's a heck of a view up here. Arduous climb, especially after all the climbing I've done today. These temples are all high up. Gardens are amazing. Great view too of Kyoto. Well, I found some peace and quiet here other than some construction and drilling. This temple, especially once you start climbing up high, a lot of people are, there's quite a few people down below, but once you start climbing up on these trails, it gets quieter. But you gotta like exert some sweat, some effort here to get away from the tourists. And once you do though, the payoff is pretty damn good. It is starting to rain again, but luckily we've got a nice canopy here. And since I'm the first one in, and there's not too many people here, and they stopped blowing leaves, pretty damn perfect. Climb up a little bit here, get quite a nice view from up here. This is Sanju Sangen. I know I'm going to pronounce that incorrectly. Gosh, I'm terrible at my Japanese pronunciations. But this is the temple that's famous for having 1,001 Buddha statues. It was built way back in 1164, was burned down, and then was rebuilt in the 1200s. Let's get the pronunciation right. Sanju Sangen Do Temple. Still probably pronounced that poorly, but this is going to be amazing. Really looking forward to it. We're here at 8:30. There's a whole bunch of school groups already, but hopefully it's not going to be too carpet bombed with tourists. Let's take a look around this place. Amazing, 1164. Very pretty ground so far too. Wow, what a view up here. Kiyomizu-dera Temple, one of the most famous Buddhist temples in Japan. It dates to 780. Just look around this place, and it has such a nice, high, commanding position over the city. So there's been a lot of press and discussion about over-tourism in Kyoto. Going to be talking about that here in this video and showing you guys some different places and weighing in on whether I think the over-tourism problem here is overhyped or is it legit. You know, yesterday we went to two temples, the Golden Pavilion and also Nanji. Golden Pavilion, you could see what they're talking about with over-tourism, man. That place was just carpet bombed with tourists at 3:45. But then when we got to the second one at 4:30, we pretty much had it to ourselves, but I don't know whether that was just because we got there at the right time and closes at 5. So in any case, you got to be a little more ingenious when you go to a place that's full of tourists. You got to figure out, you got to wake up early. You got to figure out what time to go to places. I mean, usually 6:30 in the morning is a pretty good bet, because a lot of people do not want to wake up at 6:30. Nice garden path here behind the main temple. Whew. Working up a hell of a sweat. Made it to Gyoji Temple. Man, another uphill temple. Could somebody in Kyoto please build a damn temple that's more convenient? I'm just kidding. I'm actually really enjoying it, but I'm burning way more calories than I really wanted to. Look how gorgeous this is, though, and there's not many tourists here. Konnichiwa.
Hi, konnichiwa. 300 yen.
Okay.
200 yen change. Hi.
Domo arigato. Gyoji?
Gyoji.
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 How old is this temple? Do you know? The main building, reconstructed in 1895. Okay, there's also a statue from a 12th century chieftain. Okay. Very beautiful. Arigato. It's okay. I can't speak Japanese. I'm sorry. Why should they be sorry, right? I'm the foreigner. Oh, this is pretty. I love this temple. This might be one of my favorite ones so far. So nice and quiet. Got a bamboo forest here. All of this moss. The Golden Pavilion was an absolute crush of tourists, and it looks like this place has way less, which is very refreshing so far. So let's check this place out. It looks absolutely beautiful. So far I like this temple better because it's way quieter. This place is absolutely amazing. How beautiful it is. This place is absolutely amazing. 4:30 in the afternoon. What a perfect time to arrive. Because I think we might be like the last or amongst the last people they're letting into this place. What an introduction to Kyoto. It happens to be a spectacular afternoon too. Not a cloud in the sky. It's maybe 75 degrees. You don't get UNESCO World Heritage Sites to yourself very often, so when you do, it's called Nenbutsuji Temple, and said to have been founded in the 8th century. So let's take a look around this place. Wow. You saw the Sagano famous bamboo forest, which was filled with millions of people. Well, here's another bamboo forest, and there's really not a single person here other than me. Nice to have a bamboo forest all to myself here in Kyoto. Huge bell. Arigato. More stairs to climb. It's okay. Just love all these little statues. Last temple of the day, and it might be the best one. Save the best for last. It's quiet here too. Not too many tourists at all. This place is a bit of a hike. Effort to get here. Well worth it. Look at all these little people. Just love this place. So unique. The gong some bells here. Sweet. That was too loud. I didn't mean to do that loud. I was thinking the Silver Pavilion was going to be my last temple in Kyoto. His time is running short, but I'm just so addicted to these places. I can't stop coming to them. Literally a temple and shrine addict. So I'm going to one more. I swear this is the last one. Nanzenji. Supposedly a really nice one. And you know, I'm presenting my favorite temples in Kyoto here, but you're going to come and have your own. It's always a matter of taste. But let's see what this one's like. So far, so good. Wow. Let's see what we got here. 500? Okay. Arigatou gozaimasu. A guide to visiting Kenjuan. Kenjuan is the most historically temples of the Nanzenji. Okay. I like your Tom and Jerry. I like your Tom and Jerry sweatshirt. Nice and quiet here. This is fantastic. Do I have this place all to myself? Fantastic. Zen Buddhist temple. This one dates apparently to about the 1600s. Not sure if I'm walking in the correct direction, but we'll figure it out. Nanzenji Temple. Thank God. And this place is so nice. I'm so glad. This place is definitely getting top 10 Kyoto temples on my list. Hell yeah. Thank God that I didn't just give up and say, okay, enough freaking temples. Because believe me, when you get to Kyoto, folks, you've never been here before, 1,600 temples here supposedly and 400 shrines, right? 1,600 temples and 400 shrines. I'm going to put that back. More than 1,600. 1,600 and something. How many are you going to visit when you're in Kyoto? Well, if you're a garden lover, Nanzenji is really, this is definitely the one you got to come to. Spectacular is this. Very quiet too. Bubbling brooks, lily ponds, these little bridges you step over. It's just amazing. I'm thinking Nanzenji might be numero uno for me. This might be my absolute favorite. These guys are hungry. It's breakfast time. This place is very impressive. It's big too. And if all that wasn't enough to get you to want to visit this place, there's an aqueduct here too. Cool this is. All right, now we're throwing an aqueduct into the mixture. I gotta say Nanzenji is top 3 for me, easily. It's so cool. You can climb up to the top here for 600 yen, which is about 350. So I figure, what the hell, I may as well do it. Costs a little more than actually visiting the gardens itself. Ohio. 1. Yeah. Nice view. Way to wrap up my Tokyo temples odyssey up here with a nice view. Spectacular. Looking forward to going back to Kyoto to see maybe the other 1,550 or so temples that I missed. Pretty amazing. What a great city.